When you participate in RPB's retirement plan, you get to choose which funds from our lineup you want to invest in. RPB's investment committee carefully creates this fund lineup to ensure you have access to high-quality investment options at reasonable costs. RPB's investment options are grouped into 3 tiers based on how involved a participant wants to be in building their portfolio. Tier 1 is composed of our target allocation funds. These are pre-diversified funds for participants who do not have the desire, time, or knowledge to select their own investments and want a simplified approach to investing. With these funds, we've done the asset allocation for you. You simply choose the one fund with the mix of equities and bonds that aligns with your current risk tolerance and financial goals. Tier 2 is composed of our self-directed funds. These funds span a range of single asset classes and are suitable for participants who are comfortable with building their own diversified portfolio or have a financial advisor to do it for them. Finally, Tier 3 consists of our socially responsible funds for participants who want to build a better world while they're investing for their retirement. Let's pause here and define some basic investing terms that may help those who are new to choosing investments. Asset allocation involves dividing an investment portfolio, your RPB account for example, among different asset classes, such as stocks, bonds, real estate, etc. The purpose of this diversification is to reduce the risk of investing in a single asset class. For most investments, the potential return rises with an increase in risk. The asset allocation that works best for you at any point in your life will depend largely on your time horizon and your ability to tolerate risk. Your time horizon is the expected number of months, years, or decades you will be investing to achieve a particular financial goal, such as how long you have until you retire or how long you need your retirement income to last. An investor with a longer time horizon may feel more comfortable taking on more risk in their portfolio because they have more time to recover from inevitable downturns in the markets. With those basic terms defined, let's look more closely at RPB's Tier 1 funds. Tier 1 has 5 funds. However, if you invest in Tier 1, you may likely only need to select one to achieve your financial goals. That's because each Tier 1 fund has diversification built in. Each fund invests in a different mix of equities and fixed income securities that remains constant so you don't have to manage the allocation yourself. For example, the Focused Growth Fund is designed to maintain an allocation of 95% equities and 5% fixed income. So, if you only need one, why are there 5? There are 5 funds ranging from conservative to aggressive, so you can pick the one that best aligns with your risk tolerance and time horizon at any stage of your life. As your situation changes, you can adjust your exposure to risk by shifting to a different Tier 1 fund. To summarize, if you're looking for a simplified approach where the asset allocation decisions are made for you, you may want to consider investing in our Tier 1 funds. You'll need to adjust this investment when your risk tolerance or time horizon shifts, and you can do that by switching to another single Tier 1 fund. Now let's take a look at Tier 2, our self-directed funds. The Tier 2 funds are for participants who want to build their own diversified portfolio by investing in several different funds, each of which focuses on a different asset class. Our Tier 2 funds comprise 8 Vanguard Index funds and an RPB Stable Value Fund. Each of the index funds aims to replicate the performance and risk characteristics of a market index, such as the S&P 500. Tier 2 also contains RPB's Capital Preservation Fund, the lowest risk fund of all the plan's fund choices. Please note that building your own diversified portfolio requires that you choose your own funds and then monitor and adjust the mix over time. To summarize, Tier 2 funds are ideal for participants who have the time and skill to build their own diversified portfolio or are working with a financial advisor who can do it for them. Finally, let's look at Tier 3, focused on socially responsible investing. As an RPB participant, you have a unique opportunity to invest in the Reformed Jewish Values Stock Fund. This fund, the only one of its kind, invests in domestic and international stocks of companies that align with the values of Reformed Judaism. The fund avoids investing in companies whose business practices don't adhere to the environmental, social, and governance principles of the Reform movement, such as those involved in civilian firearms, tobacco, and similar issues. And it tilts towards companies that show leadership in environmental and social issue areas, such as human rights and climate change. The fund also tilts towards companies that are domiciled, have offices in, or sell products in Israel. In summary, consider Tier 3 if you want to put your investments to work on social issues while also saving for retirement. I'd like to leave you with a few important details you might find helpful. You can invest in any one or combination of the tiers. But if you're new to RPB and not sure which fund to choose, the Tier 1 RPB Growth and Income Fund balances both growth and income and may be a place to start as long as it aligns with your risk tolerance and time horizon. No matter which fund or funds you select, remember that the right asset allocation today may not be the right one tomorrow. As your time horizon or tolerance for risk changes, you need to evaluate your investments to make sure your asset allocation matches your investment objectives. This may mean shifting to a lower risk Tier 1 fund as you progress through your career and get closer to retirement. If you need assistance selecting your investment options or planning for retirement, make an appointment with a Fidelity Retirement Planner. It's free for all RPB participants. And you can always call RPB. We also have a lot of information on our website, rpb.org. Investment performance and fee information can be found on the fund fact sheets. For more information about our tiered investment lineup, download our Investment Choice Guide.